Ever walk past a building and wonder what's inside? Well, the door is open at this Harry Potter-esque address, 10.5 Beacon Street, Boston. Here, silence really does speak volumes.
This is a quirky, historic, exciting place. It's beautiful. There are incredible nooks and crannies.
Part library, museum, cultural center, the Boston Athenaeum was founded in 1807. This National Historic Landmark is one of the oldest independent libraries in the U.S. and a gatekeeper of knowledge and art. John Buchtel is curator of rare books and special collections.
The Athenaeum has about 600,000 volumes in its book collection, about 100,000 volumes in the rare book collection.
And its art-filled reading rooms are straight out of a picture book. The Athenaeum is well known for being a member-supported nonprofit, but these storied halls are also open to the public.
Visitors love the place. Sometimes we have free days when people can come in and just check it out. You can get a day pass for $40 and have the run of the building for the entire day.
In 2022, the Athenaeum underwent a major renovation and expansion. One area, however, has not changed for more than a century, a multi-level cylinder called the Drum.
It's a steel structure that was constructed between 1913 and 1915, and it is 10 stories of nothing but books.
Director of Education, Michelle LeBlanc.
The Drum at the time was pretty cutting edge for libraries. Boston lived through a pretty major fire in the 1870s. The Drum was constructed not only for fireproof, but they needed this separate drum in order to sort of be able to sustain the weight of the books.
In fact, the Drum houses all of the Athenaeum's circulating collection.
It's a total maze. I've gotten lost inside, but it's really a wonderful space. As you're looking down, the floors are glass. You look at those edges, you can see down all of the 10 floors to the bottom of the Drum, which is kind of amazing and kind of creepy at the same time.
Visitors and members alike can also make an appointment to view a treasure under lock and key.
The King's Chapel Library, which is the oldest surviving colonial library in Boston. The books came here in 1698. It is accessed by a skeleton key. There it is right there.
The King's Chapel Library was assembled by English minister Dr. Thomas Bray.
He spent £99 and 10 shillings on the collection for Boston. It might have been the equivalent of something like $25,000 in today's money. We can open up the cabinet and we can take out one of these books that has been in Boston for 326 years.
Dr. Bray raised money for nearly 100 of these traveling libraries, shipping them to the British colonies. The King's Chapel Library included 221 volumes. 3/4 of them have survived, says Buchtel. Most of the books are theological.
Dr. Bray also sent out books that were intended to be loaned to regular, ordinary parishioners. He included a mathematics book, there's a geography book. He also, later in his career, became engaged in one of the earliest systematic efforts to educate enslaved Africans in America. So this is a world atlas printed in 1693. There are maps of England, maps of Africa, and one of my favorites, this map of America. And right there is Massachusetts. Boston's not marked, but it says New England.
Buchtel says, consider the Athenaeum a bibliophile's dream house.
It's a privilege to be the steward of so many historic collections. Every book contains a story.
It's incredible. And in addition to the permanent collection, obviously, the Athenaeum offers art and architecture tours almost daily.
That's very nice. And come late October, they will have trick-or-treat days where kids can come in costumes and there'll be story times and there will be non-treats You know what kind of treat I'm talking about, candy related, that they'll be giving out, but there will be little treats. For more information, you can check out our website.
All right, coming up, the keeper of the list.